former Mayor W.W. Herenton not to be trusted or cannot be trusted?
Well, I'm glad you started with him first.
Okay, very good.
Okay, he's a primary individual in this race for mayor. But what he have done and what he did in the past clearly indicates that the man can't be trusted. Number one is during the People's Convention in '91, that organization that amassed the power in the interest of the voters that caused Herenton to become the first elected black mayor of the city of Memphis after the Caucasian Europeans and white politicians ran this game on the community of Memphis by having these runoff elections. It caused the community, especially African American community, to never be able to muster up the kind of strength in the votes that would defeat the Caucasian, European, and white during the runoff election. And we never did. But the People's Convention came along and was able to amass that power to get Herenton in office. And on that platform, the day that the People's Convention was held, the individuals who were interested in running for mayor all signed contracts saying that they would not get involved in the election that would allow the individual who was nominated by and elected by the People's Convention to run free of any other interference. Those people signed contracts. And there was a loyalty thing going on. Okay, so Herenton was nominated and elected at the People's Convention, and all the other candidates who would have ran stayed out of it. Okay, now, because they were honorable, including Shep Wilburn, Dr. Talib Kareem Muhammad, and someone else I can't remember. They all stood down, and eventually Otis Higgs stood down and allowed Herenton to come forward. But the moment Herenton was nominated, okay, and later was the mayor. He was
consensus candidate.
Yeah, he was a consistent candidate. Thank you. Later on, he accepted over $200,000 from somebody, okay, to be a discretionary fund.
And that information, I want to interject, may be found in Wes Mitchell's book.
It's found on the internet. It's
on the internet.
In the commercial appeal newspaper.
Yeah.
It come out everywhere.
Right.
Everybody knew it. It was open. It was an open acceptance of over $200,000.
And from that point,
that did not have to be accounted for. Discretionary, meaning do what you want to do with it.
Right.
Okay. And now that's a trust issue.
From that point, that's a trust issue.
Right.
And from that point, what happened? And let me throw this in. Did he also say that the People's Convention, and I might say the African American People's Convention, was no longer needed, or something to that effect?
It's something to that effect. But his actions spoke more than words.
Okay.
He actually disassociated himself with the African American People's Convention, and he did not allow for any participants who were involved in amassing the votes that was necessary for him to win the election to take part in any of the governmental functions. And he didn't appoint anybody. He didn't allow anybody to come to his office, except Dr. Talib Kareem Muhammad. I think he visited his office once. He told me that personally himself, that he did get a chance to talk with Herenton. But Herenton would not accept anybody, not even Minister Yahweh. Couldn't even find a grass chopping position for him anywhere.
Well, the Minister Yahweh
clean the windows.
And
he was a very instrumental part in getting him elected.
He was in lockstep.
Yes.
Hey, you know how people say, I marched with Cain?
Right.
Minister Yahweh can say, I marched with King Herenton.
And he wouldn't even give him a key to the city. And that's just a little old plastic key that you could just pass out. He can have a whole shirt pocket full of them. He didn't give them any recognition or anything, and that's a trust issue.
Okay.
Okay, and so that involves the People's Convention. But on the other hand, 2 years into his last tenure as mayor, he resigns. Now, I know you all forgot. You know.
No, I remember.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about the audience.
Oh, okay.
I know you forgot. For 2 years into his tenure as mayor, his last tenure as mayor, he resigns. He didn't give us any reason for what at all, pardon me, for resigning. He didn't state anything. He just stated that he was resigning.
Now, isn't that true that was months after he had just gotten that $1 billion from, under his watch? President Bush had given him that $1 billion to be spent $100 million a year for Triangle No Oil, correct? And then he stepped down right after he received that check.
Likely. I can't, yes. I say yes because you're bringing it up, Cedric.
And Cedric,
you're authority on the word.
Right, and Cedric, you're saying that you can point